and welcome to the internet. We are the Collective, and as you can see, we're not alone. We brought a friend. This is Krista Brown. She's here right next to me, virtually, of course, and she runs a wonderful organization in Lowell, Mass. Called Free Soil Arts Collective, and we've been so excited to partner with them for this third virtual variety show. And after she introduces herself and tells you about her company, you're going to know why.
Hi, everyone. My name is Krista Brown. I'm the founder of the Free Soil Arts Collective. We are a new arts organization based in Lowell, and our mission is to amplify and strengthen the voices of artists of color. Our name is a really weird one. It's an homage to the Free Soil Party. In the late 1800s, there was a fugitive slave named Nathaniel Booth who came to Lowell. And it was the Free Soil Party that advocated for his freedom and for his livelihood. Their motto was free soil, free labor, free men, that those who work the soil deserve to be free. And it is our belief that those who come from underrepresented communities in the arts have the right to tell their own stories. So that's what we do. And we're really happy to be here joining with another collective in New Bedford.
And as soon as I heard that, I just knew we had to work together. Now, some of you guys out there might not know me. My name's Kevin Mitchell, and I'm the artistic director of the Performing Arts Collective, or the Collective, in New Bedford, Mass. And our mission is to provide accessible and affordable artistic experiences for our community and to provide a platform for performing artists in our community to show their work. So as you can see with those missions side by side, we really link up. But this team up is about more than that. You see, this being our third virtual variety show, we're really shooting for this one to be sometime end of June, beginning of July. But then May 25th happened and George Floyd was murdered. And outrage spread justifiably all across the nation. And we felt it in the Collective. People went to rallies. We wrote our legislature. But as artists, we had to take a step back because we knew we wanted to say something and do something about it, but we just wanted to figure out what. So we deliberated. And a very wise guy who's on our board, Jeremiah Hernandez, said, you should reach out to Krista Brown. And so we did. And he's like, if you did a show with them, you could directly impact artists of color locally and really help them out. So that's what this is. At this show, all proceeds from donations are going directly to Free Soil Arts. So if you can see underneath me here, I think somewhere maybe around here is a donation. If not, it's going to go up in the chat and it'll be around on the screen all the time. We are suggesting $5 per person, $10 per household if you're in a group. If you can't do that and you want to do less, great. If you want to do more and you're feeling generous, you got those deep pockets and you want to throw them, I don't know, $2,000, do that too. All proceeds, all profits from this show go directly to Free Arts. Now, I'm going to tell you a little bit about this. We have a man behind the curtain here, like not any of these curtains in my house, kind of the digital curtain. His name is Adam Lawrence, and he's going to take us on this wild ride down this rabbit hole, and we're going to jump right into the show. So, Adam, when you're ready, you can take us away.
Hello, it's T, with T and the Gents, and Mike Keys here. Thank you so much for inviting us to be on your variety show. We would like to perform a single that we have that we will be releasing on iTunes. Hopefully it happened before this went live. If not, you can find us on SoundCloud and we'll get that information to you. But this is our first single called Body Music. I hope you enjoy. Okay, Mike, you ready?
I'm ready.
Baby, I can't get enough. never thought you could be. No matter how hard I try, still make it enough of you. You make my body Thank you so much. Have a good time. Look forward to seeing everybody else. Shout out to Mr. Mike Keys. Everybody be safe, stay well. All right, good vibes. Bye.
Okay, gonna read some poetry tonight. First one is titled My Garden is Bare. So let's get this going. What's up, TP? Intro, I forgot the intro again. Oh, of course. Okay, sorry about that. My name is Paul Isaac and I'm part of the collective. And we are doing a collaboration tonight with Free Soil Arts Collective from Lowell, which is a good thing to do. And to my far right is our friend TP, who was in the last show. And Mary Jane is making her first appearance tonight, you know. So, you know, Mary Jane, I think that he just had me redo this so that you could be showed off a little bit, because these guys are a little item or something, you know. Give me a bump there, Mary Jane. There you go, boom. All right, let's get our show together here. First one. Oh no, this is written by my friend Jake, I'm sorry. And Jake lives in a triple decker in the north end of New Bedford, and in his backyard is just asphalt. And then a cement wall that's maybe 4 feet high. And between the asphalt and the wall is 4 feet of soil by 30 feet. Jake spent the time to dig it all out, pull all the glass out of there, all the stones, replenish the soil, found a bag of bullets buried in the garden while he was there. But now you get a picture of what it is. TP, what's up? Yeah, they were real bullets, not fake bullets. They were real ones. And, you know, big ones like that. They have the kind that go inside you when you get in. They just rip you apart and explode. You know. They're gone now, but it gives you an idea where he lives. All right, my garden is bare. As the winter months came to close, and the season is coming that will give me my runny nose, oh, fill it with cement. That is where I began my lament. Somehow I managed to keep my plants alive. In my cellar, worrying to death, I became a basement dweller. Pulled it off and was able to plant. So this is where I began my rant. My garden is scrawny and most everything is small. Needless to say, I was worried it would never make summer, never mind the fall. The plants grew for many days on my knees. The only problem, my garden has no bees. People say I live too far north, and why should I care? The answer is that, 'cause my garden is bare. You need the bees to spread the pollen. I know it's there because my eyes are swollen. Now back to my garden. No hummingbirds, no butterflies, no bees. We do need oxygen. Thank God for the trees. My garden will grow regardless of the bees, but my garden is bare due to lack of these. That's it. What's up? Oh, you're sweet. His garden did grow. It ended up being the most beautiful garden you can imagine. The whole neighborhood had tomatoes. He grew potatoes, all in this little area. Onions, peppers. Guatemalans lived across the street. They ate hot peppers all summer. It was wonderful. It was a good time. You did well. Okay? You happy? Good. Me too. Now, the next one, number 2. Who are we to ask? What you should do for this one is just make off you guys have cat eyes and you're a cat watching something, okay? You get the gist. Little red bug, I call to you, my little red bug. I call forlornly, yet you really respond, silent and beautiful, on your own. Terms you live immediately upon arriving with my heart you abscorn. And like Baryshnikov, you dance, you leap, you spin, and fearless dive. Joyous laughter now fills my heart. You dance before me, but never speak. Magical gyrations leaving my legs shaking and weak. I chase, never grasping or holding you dear, and really at all do I even get near. I call out to your brightness, you nameless beauty. You never slow and continue your dance as if it's your duty. Do you even know if I am here? Is my vision to you even one that stands clear? I chase and I spin, and like that you are gone. My heart is now broken, my soul a setting sun. Are you out there? Do you seek me, my nameless one? Or am I used up when your fancies are done? Like a pawn in some selfish game, we are used, we are weak, but never done. So, did you like it? Oh, okay, all right. Yeah, you like the Baryshnikov one the best. You dance, you leap, you spin, you dive. Yeah, that was kind of cool. You can picture him just jumping around, chasing that little red bug running around the carpet. What are you doing here?
Moving at my own pace, moving through chaos, seemingly with grace, knowing all too well life is not a race. So why am I running? Why does it feel like I'm being chased? The darkness creeping past me, shadows I wasn't ready to face. What is my place? Who am I in this world? I feel like I'm being hurled into space, or am I running away? Am I cutting the cords or moving towards something so much bigger than even I can imagine? Something in the wilderness, something hidden in the caverns of my mind, spinning time like a spider, connecting each string so fine, so delicate in her web, but are they all intricately laid lies? I can't decide. I just want to stop running. Sometimes I want to hide from everything and everybody, but mostly from the demons who live inside. Their voices so loud in the back of my mind, moving ever so slowly, trying to dodge the landmines. I thought I faced my shadow, but I've been towing the line, walking between worlds, hoping to align, hoping to find something that looks like freedom instead of these confines, trying to believe that one day, someday, I'll be fine.
Hey, Mary. What are you watching?
Well, just some trashy reality TV.
Is that a hammer?
Yeah.
And is he swinging it in that woman's face and screaming at her?
Yep.
What is this show?
I'm gonna bleep and kill you, bitch. It's hosted by Wayne Brady.
Oh. How's it work?
So it's these two married couples that face off against each other. In one of the couples, the wife has been unfaithful to the husband, but the only person that knows that is the person that's cheated. So they take the husbands out, they tell them that their wives have cheated on them, they bring them back in, give them weapons to threaten them with, and then whichever wife breaks and gets scared and tells the truth first, that team loses and the other couple wins.
And this is something that you watch often?
Not really, it's just took over the old time slot for that other show. What's it called? Let's pour crude oil into estuaries.
I'm guessing on that one you watch people pour crude oil into estuaries.
Not just any people, it was celebrities. That was hosted by Wayne Brady too. He took over for Ryan Seacrest when he rage quit on the air after getting brackish water on his loafers.
So with this new show, I'm gonna bleep and kill you. When did you...
Bitch.
Excuse me?
I'm gonna bleep and kill you, bitch. You forgot the bitch.
Oh, my bad. Do you ever wonder why you can say some words on TV but not others?
Nah. Try not to ask myself questions. Do you want a drink?
Oh, yeah. Yep.
So Jules, how was therapy?
It was awful. He broke up with me.
I didn't think you guys were dating.
We weren't. He doesn't want to see me anymore. He doesn't think that our therapeutic relationship is providing any deep and fruitful psychological progress.
Sheesh. A therapist breaking up with you, that's no good.
I know! He says that I have unrealistic expectations and habits of overindulgence. I don't get it. He was supposed to solve all of my problems, and now I'm gonna have to find somebody else to do it. But if that doesn't work, guess I could have my probation officer solve everything. Am I right?
Hey Jules.
Hey, Mar.
What's up with the shades?
It's nothing.
Come on, what is it?
No, just something
Tell
silly.
me.
No.
Tell me.
Fine. So when I was leaving the doc's office, I walked outside, was going to my car. It was really sunny out, so I put on my shades. Then I got in my car and I looked up. Everything was dimmer. And I said to myself out loud, wow, sunglasses really work.
So then you chose to wear them inside of the apartment?
No, I was just in a sour mood from getting broken up with, and I really liked that sunglasses do what they're supposed to, you know? Like I needed shade for my eyes, and they were there to provide that. It was just really comforting, and I didn't want to lose that feeling.
So would you compete on one of these shows?
Sure. Depends what the prize is, though. What do they get?
$30 gift card to Chili's.
A $30 gift card to Chili's?
Yep.
And all I have to do is violently threaten my partner on national television?
Yep.
Count me in.
I know. Those Southwestern egg rolls?
Queso. A margarita. You ever think that they just use things like reality TV to paralyze us? Like, there's a conscious effort by the powers that be to overwhelm us with information and sadness and scary stories so that we're just forced to sit on the couch all day and try to numb our pain with wine and pills and therapy.
Hey, Jules.
Hey, Mare.
Do you have an extra pair of sunglasses that I can borrow?
Well, if that group right there says anything about the rest of the night, then we're in store for an eclectic, strange, wonderful, just amazing night ahead of us. I mean, Krista, you guys got a ton of talent over there at Free Soil.
We do. Thank you. You all saw Tanisha and Maritza. So Tanisha has been with us since the very beginning. She actually performed at our launch party. So seeing her perform original work tonight has been amazing. She's been performing in Lowell, places like Cobblestones during the Folk Fest. And Maritza is a personal friend of mine. She's an actor. She was part of our first original show that we did called Hair Tales, Stories of Black Heritage at Merrimack Repertory Theater. A poet, a truth teller. She's also part of the Lowell Kindred Project, which is a community organization building visible Black community in Lowell. So having both of them here tonight, amazing.
I know, it's been great. And like to see them paired up with some of the collective members, like these are longtime members, like Paul Isaac, Tim and TP, Paul Isaac's been a friend of mine for a very long time, and he's been my consummate stage manager, and he's just creative and wacky, and we love him. And we got Katie, Meggie, and Adriana Misteroni, two great actors that are founding members of the collective, and directed by and in a piece written by Nick LeBlanc, who's just a crazy genius, and he runs a publishing company here in New Bedford called Domesticated Primate. But we got to keep this going. But I want to remind everybody out there, donate, please. Let's get these voices lifted up in Lowell, and we could do this with your donation money. So please remember, all proceeds are going to go to Free Soil Arts. All right, Mr. Wizard, take us further down the rabbit hole. Let's see what's coming up.
Yeah. One wide with them, one wide with them, yeah, one side with them. You know what it is? Monster, yeah, mama rhythm, you niggas just yeah, big wheel, my bitch ass, yeah, can't stall it, mama rhythm, yeah, mama rhythm, yeah. Trying to send my dream suicide to give a dream mine. I'll be down for homicide. She keep my wife for the head of an enterprise. Yeah, kill us every day, see more incentivized. Trying to see the world from the view of my daughter's eyes. Never more loud with a mic, I'll show you who I'm. Yeah, Mama Risa. You niggas just big wheel. Yeah, bitch ass. King Summer. Yeah, Mama Risa. Yeah, Mama Risa.
Hello everyone, my name is Sanary Penn and I'm excited to be here today to have the opportunity to share some of my writing with all of you. Before I do that, I just wanted to say thank you to the New Bedford Collective and the Free Soil Arts Collective for putting this together and creating a platform to highlight and uplift the voices of artists of color in our community. I struggle with my identity as a young person. I am ethnically Cambodian and I identify as an American because I grew up here in this country, but I didn't really meet the expectations of what an Asian person or an American should look like. As a result of my physical traits and characteristics, my darker skin and my curves, I found love and acceptance from both the Black community and the Hispanic community. It's exposure to all these different cultures and recognizing the similarities within them and appreciating the differences in them that has shaped my worldview and has played a huge role in who I am today. I also have mixed children, and you will find that in my writing, it is a recurring theme to reflect back on my own experiences as well as my children's experiences to help connect us through those experiences and through the art that I produce. So it's because of my lived experiences and my children's experiences that this poem was created. The title of the poem is Empty Nest. Hope, love, and blissful ignorance birthed you, with skin as sweet as earth and morning dew, wrapped in the glow of your cherubic face. Simple joy, dimpled smiles, God's unending grace. Compassion, resilience, and strength raised you, with eyes as dark as midnight's hue, the never-ending circle of life and light, the pursuit of love, the heart's own plight. Protected, shielded, and warmed in love's embrace, I would sacrifice myself to keep you safe. Each step is taken with bated breath and fear. I pledge to shelter you from pain and tears. Benign curiosity has you seeking distant shores, the innate will and desire to explore. Worn eyes still see the child within, wanting to bring you back to where it all began. In vivid dreams of endless nights, fruitless searches, and unspeakable sights, upon my door I hang a light and hope that you are on a returning flight. Thank you. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I hope that you enjoy the rest of the show.
Could just fine tonight in the daylight. On this call, keep moving along. But I fall asleep. 800, come join me if you please. Wait for the thought by the fire.
I didn't see you there. You scared me. I'm a bit jumpy. You see, I've just been on the phone with the police. I felt the need to call because I saw a strange man walking in my neighborhood. I was out front watering the hydrangea when I saw him coming down the street. And I know he's not from around here because I'm the president of the HOA, and I know everyone in a 4-block radius. Plus, my home is on a private way, and so technically he was trespassing. So like I said, I was out front watering the hydrangea when he walked right by me. He didn't stop, he didn't say hi, he didn't wave, he didn't even look at me. Isn't that weird? He just kept walking, looking straight down at the ground. So, I told all of this to the police, and they said that they would send someone right over to check it out. And I said, come right over, and I would be more than happy to give you a statement. Well, that's why I was in the kitchen, because you never can be too safe. When the police come over, I'm going to want a little helping hand. You see, I just called the authorities on an intruder in my neighborhood, and I want to make sure that they take my concerns seriously. And yet, I don't want them to feel threatened in my own home. That's why I drink privilege.
Side effects of taking privilege is a sense of superiority, entitlement, and authority. Taking privilege may lead to denying facts, wondering why people complain so much, and wishing they would let it go because it happened so long ago.
Privilege is a supplement that you can drink anytime you feel you need that extra added layer of security. About to have an encounter with the police and you want to make sure that it goes well? Drink privilege. Feeling threatened by someone who you know doesn't belong? Drink privilege. Want to make sure that your concerns are taken seriously and not just swept under the rug? Drink privilege. Privilege, because it was good enough for my great-great-great-great-grandma. Privilege, because I won't be the one accidentally shot in my own home. Privilege, because obviously I belong here.
Welcome back, everyone. Whoo, my cheeks. On the Free Soil side, whoo, a doozy. Okay. On the Free Soil side, you saw Chitashi. He's a local rapper. He's performed all over the place, Lowell, Boston, South by Southwest. So happy to have him. And then we also had Sanary, who is a magical poet her way with words. And she's also affiliated with the Cambodian American Literary Arts Association, a big supporter of Free Soil. And lastly, you saw Angelica Brown, an abstract painter getting back in the fold. She's also my twin sister. Love her. So happy to see her getting back out there with her art. We hope you really, really enjoyed them.
And, you also got to see a satire written by me and directed by Nick LeBlanc again. And in it, you got to see Sue Salvacine, who's just a great actor in the area. She works with so many different companies around here. Like, she's everywhere. But, Krista, I got to tell you, like, all your people are great. But I've been so impressed with the musicians that you've had so far. I mean, where can we see these people? Are these people getting play in Lowell? Is there places where we could go catch them? Like, what's going on?
Kevin, we are working on it. I would say, given this time in particularly, the city of Lowell has a really big opportunity to really tap into a lot of the local POC artists that we have. Part of the reason why we were founded was because there weren't a lot of opportunities coming in at a community level for local performers. So we've been, building our own table, as they say, instead of waiting for a seat. And we've been promoting as many artists of color as we can. So I really hope that even this variety show will show some people, some movers and shakers out there, that there are local artists here who are talented, they're bookable, they're ready to work, and they just want a platform. Yeah. I mean, I really hope we got some of these movers and shakers in Lowell out there right now. If you're there, hey, hope you're watching. Hey!
But, because this is why everybody out there should donate. Because, nothing turns certain people's heads more than dollars do. So if they see something like this making dollars, then people get brought to a table. And if they can't, then they have more dollars to build their own table with. Because if they're not going to get it, you got to take it, right? So please, don't. We got to help. We can help raise these voices. We can help give them platforms. Every dollar helps, every little bit. All right, Adam. Why don't you just lead us on to the next block? Bring us the next thing we got coming.
Spelling it out. Growing up, I spent countless hours poring over a book of baby names trying to find a new name for myself. I never felt like the name I was given at birth was for me. My senior year in college was when I started going by the name Rezi. I later found out that my nanai's, my maternal grandmother's name was Rizalina, which she shortened to Rezing. This connection made me even more sure that I found the name for me. And the more I said my name out loud, and the more I heard other people call me Rezi, the more I felt like I was laying down firm roots in the earth, roots that I could rely on as I grew. Where I wasn't Rezi was at doctor's offices. And as someone with a chronic illness, I am in the doctor's office quite a lot. As time went on, as I became Rezi, hearing my old name called out loudly in waiting rooms felt like harsh sounds, and I came to dread doctor's appointments. But in 2017, my partner and I became engaged. I did not want my incorrect name on the marriage license, so I decided to go to the Middlesex County Family and Probate Court to legally change it. I was nervous, I didn't know what to expect, and I wanted to get everything right. So I called, and the voice on the other end of the line walked me through it all. There was a form online to fill out. I had to bring my birth certificate. The fee was around $180, and all forms of payment were acceptable. So I planned to pay with my card, I filled out the form, and my fiancé and I journeyed to Cambridge to get it settled. The first thing the clerk asked me for was my payment. I handed her my card. She shook her head no, that would be impossible because the machine would take too long to process. They would only accept cash or money order. When I said that I called earlier to verify I could pay by card, she repeated her rejection. There was no ATM around. I had to go across the street where she told me I could purchase a money order at the post office. Frustrated, I left, then came back with the money order in hand. I handed the form to the clerk, an older white woman who was not having it with me that day. She took a look at it, and gave me a blank one from a file cabinet. It was the same form. and it needed to be handwritten, apparently. So I filled it out, returned the handwritten form to her. She took one split-second glance at it and shook her head no. I can't read that. And she handed me a new blank form to fill out. I have 2 middle names, and the line for middle name on the form is very small. My patience was wearing thin, and this woman was wearing me down. I took the form, refilled it out, this time trying one middle name on top of the other. The print was a little larger this time. I handed her the second form, and once again she took the same split-second glance, not a moment more of consideration. She shook her head no. Again, "It needs to be one line," she said. "I have 2 middle names," I told her, as firm as I could. I was determined to not continue this back and forth any longer. My feet were glued to the floor. She sighed, took out yet another blank form, and had me spell out my entire name for her. 23 letters altogether. "This is how you spell my name. Resi. R as in radical ruby slippers. The rice terraces that feed the world. The rainstorm on the road less traveled, as in I am the 3rd generation of fierce Filipinas with the first initial R. E, as in embers of gender euphoria. S, as in sagebrush to burn it all down, sunsets that are signals for becoming sunflower supernovas, sampaguita jasmine flower seedlings that grow into skyscrapers. I, as in I see the illumination in the dark. Corazon. C is for campfire that shines brighter than candlelight, calming chamomile tea, captivating like a cello's opening notes and a coyote's howl. O, as in open sesame, as in an olive branch making peace with my gender identity. R, as in roll out the red carpet, fashion me from red clay, time to dance a red salsa, and bring me a red velvet cake, because when I live my truth, I am royalty, and I say, let us all eat cake. A, as in the beginning of the alphabet, as in acorns that grow high into alpine giants. Z, as in zephyr, the soft, gentle west wind that a zooming train line is named after. O, as in finding Orion in the obsidian sky, as in whatever gender lives in old leather boots and contains the whole of outer space. N, for the night owl's call. For the nest I am building with the right person, for the nest I am building with my correct name. Ibanez. I is for Ibanez, my tatay who was a Filipino guitar hero, who also had nothing to do with Ibanez guitars. I, as in it, takes 2 to tango, like the classical guitar music he was known for. B, as in the blank canvas that is my bones, the bougainvillea blossoms in my blood, the bittersweet bramble that is existing as trans, the black skinny tie and blue jeans outfit that Kevin Bacon teaches people how to dance in, the banana skewers my mother sold on the streets of Manila, the balikbayan boxes of goods to send home to the Philippines. A, as in the adobo of my ancestors, the age of Aquarius that lets the sunshine into my dysphoric moments. N, as in the new leaf I am turning over, as in New York City, where my mother's life in the United States began. E, as in the earrings that feel just right, as in the episodes of Jeopardy my nana watched religiously. Z, as in zest for life, inherent in this name that belongs to me.
On waking
waking up to your black skin stretched across the television set. In the summertime, I feel cookouts and mangoes and sidewalk chalk and your cousin's after-school softball game. In the summertime, I feel ants and pavement and sirens on pavement every day, 12:30. In the summertime, there is routine. The sirens usually come right before the sun showers, so the rain can wash away the enmity. Anomaly, they will call it, to the wind mostly. Protection, they will yell to listening ears, while the collective waits in the shadowy stillness. Noise falling upon dark holes in vacuum, licking our wounds and summoning spirits out of the sunken, reveling in the indelible. You cannot separate them from you. In the summertime, it could be your baby brother or sister or mother whose martyred skin is stretched across the television set. Routine. You are expected to breathe while your skin is stretched across the television set. You are expected to place sorrows tastefully on canvas and set it to song. Routine. You are expected to taste the mixture of vinegar and salt while speaking of gratefulness. In the summertime, I feel sourness and still drink lemonade. Atlas. Stop telling me of my strength. Instead, say that sometime the world will offer scraps and glass pieces and dimly lit bulbs. Tell me that life is tricky. Tell me that God's will is imperfect and brokenness abounding. Tell me that we are all made up of fragments, residual memories, and glimpses of agape. Stop telling me of my power. Instead, say that things fall apart and unravel. Tell me that my world can stop with the daunting cruelty that sets other worlds in motion. Tell me that I am not Atlas, nor should I be. Tell me that I can still bask in the sun, with eyes sunken, spirit uneasy, and heart wandering. Reincarnate. I look for you everywhere. In the lingering eyes of unknowns shuffling in and out of the train car. In the tender smile of the chaplain whose skin is your kin. In the patrons on 125th buying shea and black soap. In the salon with women in chairs, having gray crowns primped and pressed. In the hand that brushes by. In the blank stare of lonely strangers. In the shopkeeper who tells me to iron the dress before next wear. In my moleskin notebook as I reincarnate. In the consistency of life's rhythms, in its mundaneness, I look, hoping that one day I will find you. Eyes half closed, head tilted, laughter elevating to the heavens. In the home that we build. In the home that we build, grapevines will scale the wall on their way to the skylight. A breeze, bounding between the Blue Mountains and Peak Micaiah, will blow consistently. It will feel like the ocean, and city, and sand with no-see-ums, and skyscrapers that make our necks cranes. In the home that we build, the kitchen will be a garden, filled with bountiful leaves, punganat, and plantain. Uncle's espresso machine will sit nestled in the ferns, and the forbidden rum cake will loom behind unsuspecting corners. In the home that we build, we'll use a sauna to liberate our minds and pores. In there, we'll speak unfettered, knowing that the heat and pressure is cleansing. It'll remind us of a bathhouse or a rainforest or a womb. In the home that we build, the walls will know my mother. Her smile will send cascades of light through the blinds. Her laugh will mix with the trickle of water from the faucet, and her spirit will saturate into all that is good. In the home we build, brick will lay as a symbol of what the heart always understood.
What are you doing here? What is he doing in here? Get that guy out of here. TP, did you bring him here? No? Don't giggle, Mary Jane. You get your toy boy out of here. Get him out of here now. I don't want him in our video. Go ahead, send him up. Uncle Donnie, she said to get upstairs. Go. Phew. All right, we're going to get started on our last poem here in a minute. What, TP? Well, I mean, we got to read one. Wait? Why should I wait? No, I'm going to get going. I'm going to read it. You want me to wait too? Okay, I'll wait, but not... No, I'm going to get started now. Oh, that son of a bitch. Mary Jane, when you go back upstairs later on, you take him and stick his head right in the toilet, because that's where he's living. No more down here. He's going to drive me crazy. You want him? Leave him up there in the toilet. Okay. Next poem, the last one. You see fire from the shoulders of a giant, or ode to TP. I knew you'd get excited about that. Look at him, Mary Jane. Look at him. Look how excited he is. Give me a bump. Come on. There you go. You're going to have fun with this one, TP. See if I can do it without coughing this time. You stand with a vision both great and wide. I bask in your confidence down at your side. I've been there, bracing your brilliance, humbly without pride. For generation my clan rests as your honored guide. From muddy oak and Douglas born, I serve at reach, my battered flesh all ripped and torn. Asking no quarter, I'm given none, till empty and wasted my service done. Respect, desire, affection, these humble concepts I'll never know. I stand barely noticed until my simple reserve start to run low. I exist for your triumphs, your grand moments of victory. Often as not, an empty role is all you deign to see. Ages uncounted, I've done my job well, taken for granted, not a pat on the head, not even a gee, you're swell. So hang me up like a guilty man. I'll back you up, cheer you on, and extol your plan. A being of substance with diminishing returns, a dirty job done with dignity and all, the glory it earns. I am, after all, almost trusted friend as I'll always be, sitting at servitude at the curve of your knee. 1 ply, 2 ply, sometimes 3. There exist so many versions of me. Yet I stand alone for all I rise and do. Find another one here who dig out your fetid brew. Without me you're a savage and in a loo, but ever grateful for this exalted station I've led you to. I am TP, and mighty kings and saints and have sought me out, and here I serve you, you ungrateful squatting lout. I'm sorry, forgive me, it's been a long day. I've known you thankful and glad that I've led all the way. So I am TP, and I'll be right here as you take your throne. Just remember this, you didn't get here and won't stay here if you sit here all alone. What do you think, huh? Pretty good. Look how excited he is, huh? Give me a bump. Yeah, okay, we're all done now. Mary Jane, you want to vacuum up the floor for us while we break down the set? And, yeah, that's it. Okay. What? Meatloaf and roasted potatoes with green beans. That sounds very nice for dinner tonight. You're cooking? I will prep up the green beans. Okay. String man, play your strings.
Hi, my name's Sam Babineau, and I'm going to be playing a couple originals for you. This first one is called Underdark. And this next one is called Sevens. Me and her standing in the rain. Oh my dear, how you have changed. Me
She is bright, contemplative. She is bright, just learning how to live. Me and her standing in the dark. Oh my dear, won't you open up? Me and her standing in the dark. Oh my dear, won't you open up? I know that you feel alone, despite how much you have grown. I know that you feel alone, despite how much you've grown. Manipulation. I'm someone you can count on. Manipulation. Just tell me what is wrong. Thank you.
You know what, Krista? I just can't get enough TP. I mean, every time I think I got enough TP, I'm like, you know what? I want more TP. And if the pandemic taught me anything, it's that you can never have enough TP, I guess. And I can also never get enough of Sam Babineau. I mean, she's sitting in her room recording those songs on her computer. She's awesome. And she's done like 1440 shows with us, which are 24-hour projects. So she'll come, she'll get a prompt, and in 24 hours, she'll come back and have a brand new song that she sings and plays on her violin. Sometimes two. It's unreal.
Wow. Wow. And the two artists you saw from Free Soil, we had Rezi and Jessica Grant Dumond. Rezi is an amazing poet, and they're also the founder and MC of the LGBTQ plus open mic that was happening at Coffee and Cotton in Mill 5. And Mill 5, coincidentally, is where I met Jessica for the first time and found out that she was a poet. And also by this time, a graduate of UMass Lowell with a master's in community social psychology. I think I said that right. And just a beautiful poet. So I loved having two sets of lyrics to listen to in that last bit.
It was great. It was great.
Yeah.
You know, we really do want to thank all these artists that are performing here. You guys get to see them. Please comment, share your love, tell them how great they are, because they are. But me and Krista, as people who run a nonprofit, we would be remiss if we didn't mention our sponsors, because without them, like, we couldn't do this. Like, we need the donations from corporations, from people. So we want to thank some people. The collective has three major sponsors we want to thank. The first is Howe Allen Realty. They're a realty agency in Fairhaven, Mass. And Howe and his team have been giving and selling people homes or selling homes in South Coast, Massachusetts for a long time. And they've been a big backer of ours from almost day one. The second sponsor we have is Basque Premium Cannabis. They have been a godsend. They're a medical marijuana dispensary in Fairhaven. They've been a godsend to their patients, especially during the time of this pandemic where the stress and people's sicknesses have really been kicking in, and they really needed that. And finally, an E4All alum, just like us, like, no joke, Smoke Barbecue. Swansea, Mass. They have a place called The Saucery. They make locally crafted barbecue sauces that go on pretty much anything. Strawberry habanero, they got that. It's delicious. And at The Saucery, you can also get some barbecue that they make right there. And I swear, it's the best barbecue this side of the Mason-Dixon. You can go get my word for it. Go check them all out.
Geez, now I'm hungry. Okay. So for Free Soil, I have my handy list here so I don't forget, but I know I'd be remiss if I did not thank the Greater Lowell Community Foundation. They are a fiscal sponsor. They make it so that we can literally do what we do as an organization. So love everybody over there. I'd also like to thank Enterprise Bank, Nancy Donahue, C4 Innovations, Studio 26 Associates, and the Cambodian American Literary Arts Association. We also have our magical advisory board. I see some of you out there: Annie Vong, Laura Smith, Francie Slater, Robert Gignac, Michelle Gandia, and Nandi Munson. Also my E4All mentors, Anthony Nana, Philip Quinn, Teg Rude, and our many individual donors, supporters, friends. We could not do the work that we do without your support. So thank all of you. Thank you.
See, and you guys out there, hear that last group? You can be part of that last group. Those donors, those friends, those individual supporters, you can do that right now. You can do that right now and help out this company. You can help this organization give the platforms that they're trying to give to these people just by donating to the link. All proceeds go right to them. We're not taking anything out of the proceeds. We're giving it all to them. So we're going to buckle up. We're not at the end yet. We're almost there. So, Adam, you know what to do. Do your thing.
Hello, my name is Masada Jones. My pronouns are she, her, hers. I'm going to do 2 poems for you. The first one is This Little Light of Mine. There are days when lint and hope are the only items in our pockets. We sing songs of encouragement to each other. Do not get it anywhere else. Know that our hearts have to be fuller than any space that is meant to rest our hands. Comprised of litter and pressure, pearls, stuffed in cycles, in circumstance. We walk like overcome is our middle name. Head high, determination in every step. Sometimes moving forward is not about choice. Just an understanding that there is no other place for us to go aside from up, and up we go. Even with there being so many things against us, so many things not moving up. The ancestors knew all about this, all about struggle, trying and repeating. Be a flame. Not everyone is able to recognize their own light. We have to help them wake up. We sing songs of encouragement for them, for those whose light switches don't flick on, for those who have forgotten the power of song. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. We walk like overcome is our middle name. Head high, determination in every step. Sometimes moving forward is not about choice, just an understanding that there is no other place for us to go aside from up. And up we go. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. And my other piece is based on my name. My name is Masada. I was named by my late aunt, Priscilla Young. And here's a poem. This is a story of a daughter, a girl, learning to be strong, her mother young, unprepared for her daughter's fight. Girl birthed 2 months too early, not fully cooked in the oven. Womb clenching to hold her in, Ma not ready, sat legs crossed on hospital bed. She know that's no way to birth a baby. Sister and doctor both say, she coming. Girl gon' be born. First day of fall, head first, head full of hair, headstrong. Ma must have had heartburn all pregnancy. Took 3 slaps to make her cry. Ma had no name for her yet. Came too early, already stubborn and nameless. Ma sister said, name her Masada. Said something of fortress in Romans, in Hebrews, fighting. There the name settled. First time girl smiled. Felt important and necessary to be named. Was no easy task raising her. Her voice loud and clumsy said things kids shouldn't. Dreamt of being grown. Ma didn't know how to contain her daughter's wondrous spirit, full of curiosity, words, and song. Ma did know how to calm her. Took her all up in her arms, rocked her back and forth. Ease your mind. Words ain't going nowhere. Sometimes you just need to be. Sure, to this day you can still see Masada rocking, feeling her Ma's love and seeking solitude. Bang. One day, Ma wakes at 4 a.m., sits straight up in the bed, drinks water to settle herself, then finds rest. Masada's been preparing to be strong. Her clumsy mouth now home to power and song. Little girl far from being hushed. Her brother left this world at 4 a.m. in search of better lands. Places where black boys find work easy. Dreaming is feasible. Seeing 25 possible. So many hope he found that land. Finds comfort in the simplicity of everyday life. Masada's mom is broken now. She takes her Ma up in her arms, trying to rock her steady to calmness. Thanks, y'all. I have some copies of Becoming Broken available if anyone is interested. Thank you.
Got a woman, she's long and tall, speaks to me with a southern drawl. She tells me everything that's on her mind. I've got a woman, she's sweet and kind. My woman tells me just what to do. Lord, I'm stuck to her like glue. Her voice is soft just like the morning dove. Well, she's my woman, my one true love. And on the day she has to leave, my love she'll steal, my love she'll thieve. That love she takes, she will give away to another man on another day. But for now, I can say she's mine. Tin frying pan, a ball of twine. My woman tells me just what's on her mind. I've got a woman, she's sweet and kind. I've got a woman, she's sweet and kind. Thanks, guys. Stay groovy.
Trenchtown, the birthplace of your favorite reggae music, your favorite dancehall music, Rastafari movement, and yes, me. I am Veronica P. Holmes, artist, writer, poet, and storyteller. I grew up hearing, can anything good come out of Trenchtown? Let me take you to the place of my sunrise. A place where you feel the scorching heat of the Caribbean sun rise from the dusty, arid streets. Trenchtown had its rep. Rude boys, shantytown, ghetto, concrete jungle. On any given day, the mesmerizing smell of ganja burning from the chillum pipes of Rastaman. No fear. In the tenement yards, big pots are boiling with the aroma of island spices. Curry, thyme, pimento, onion, scallion, tomato, and such. The rhythmic sound of ska, rock steady, reggae can be heard bursting from the radios in the yards along with the jukeboxes at the shops and rum bars. In front of the shops, men are engaged in loud games of dominoes, ludi, or some type of card game. I lived like a nomad in Trenchtown. My grandmother moved quite often. Yet I had one place where I felt safe, secure. Papa's house. He never moved. Papa lived in a winding, dusty dirt lane off the main street where the yards were lined with zinc or board fences. When it rained, it was mud. There were tamarind trees, cacti, and other shrubs that grew in desert-like conditions, but I never saw a rose garden. You see, my grandmother did day's work up in uptown Kingston, where the privileged, high society people lived. At times, she took me along to work with her, and I saw the difference. All types of tropical fruit trees, such as mangoes, neatly cut grass, garden with roses and other flowers. But I fell in love with the roses, the colors, the smell, and even the thorns. In retrospect, when I reflect on life in Trenchtown, I came to understand, even though my surroundings were tough and austere, the nurturing and tender loving care I receive is how a rose is preserved. There are roses in the trenches. I am Trenchtown Rose.
There. I was just getting ready for my run. I've been running every day for the last 2 weeks, and today is just such a perfect day out here. Can't wait to hit it. But, you do always have to be careful. You have to stretch and make sure you stay hydrated when you're on a running regimen. Everybody knows that. There are other precautions you have to think about as well. You see, I could be running and have my headphones in and not be able to hear when someone's shouting at me to stop. Or I could be in a neighborhood I've never run in before and I'd like the neighbors not to be suspicious of me. That's why I always rub on some privilege before I run.
Side effects may include inflated sense of importance, the desire to reject facts that make you uncomfortable, the urge to call the cops on a suspicious person. Privilege is linked to the whitewashing of history and may cause statements like, slavery was awful, but can't we just move on?
This lotion not only moisturizes, but it has the invigorating scent of eucalyptus. I have used this every single day of my life. Most of the time, I don't even notice it, but let me tell you, it works wonders. Privilege protects me from those situations that I mentioned earlier, plus the added confidence for me to go wherever the day may take me and know that I will always be looked at like I belong. With privilege, I always have the confidence to get out there and know that I won't be stopped, confronted, or even shot. After all, I'm running to prolong my life, not to shorten it.
Hi everyone, wasn't that great? For Free Soil, you saw two wonderful people, Masada Jones and Veronica Holmes. Masada Jones is an actor, a singer, a poet. She actually was part of our first original show, Hair Tales, alongside with Maritza, who you saw earlier. And she's also the founder of the Lowell Kindred Project, an organization that's committed to building community among Black people in the Lowell area. She also has her book of poetry published called Becoming Broken. So please message her to get that. And also Veronica Holmes, wonderful illustrator, storyteller. We're really looking forward to partnering with her in the future. Really hope you enjoyed what they had to present tonight.
You know, and there I go again, just reminding everybody that white privilege is a thing. You know, a real awful thing that's really cool and unfair and is really harmful to a lot of people, whether you believe it exists or not. And in it, you saw Caroline Paradise. She's a great actress, and she does dual duty at two theater companies around here. One is your theater, and the other is ours, The Collective. And she was filmed by her worser half, Eric Paradise, who also does dual duty with us, and edited by Nick LeBlanc. And singing his song about his girl was a man whose name I wear on my shirt sometimes. It's Richie Oliver, and that's a song from his latest album, and you can also find him. He is amazing too. But you know what? Unfortunately, we're at the home stretch. This is our last block. I don't want it to end. I want more. But we decided this show is about Free Soil and for Free Soil. We're going to fill that last block top to bottom with Free Soil people. So Krista, who are we going to see?
Yes, so we're going to see Maritza again, wonderful poet. We're going to have Camilla, who is an actress, Ray Sam, who is a filmmaker and the creative director of Lame Cool Productions. All I can say is just pay attention to what he's trying to say. And then we're going to have solo artists, a rapper who's been profiled in WBUR, who has an EP actually dropping on Monday. We're really excited. So take it away, Adam.
We, women, need much more than just a day to bring awareness to violence against women. We need effective actions that will eradicate the patriarchy system that oppresses, discriminates, excludes, and kills women constantly. We, as women, don't have to be afraid anymore to tell our truth about the abuse of power by men. Time's up for women to stop being marginalized by men that think they have some power over our bodies. Time's up for women to stop being silenced and repressed for giving voice to abuses and crimes committed against them. Against us. Crimes that have nothing to do with the length of our clothes. We as human beings need to position ourselves against totalitarian regimes and rulers who insist on violating human rights. It's not with walls that we transform this world into a better place. It's with bridges. Bridges that will provide safety and freedom to all. It is with great happiness that I do whatever I can to our country that suffers from so many anguishes. It is sad to stay with one's arms crossed.
flames of love unrequited, soulmates, twin flames, two halves reunited. But I am far too whole, more than enough, to look for only half and to settle for half-hearted love. Far too big to shrink myself for their fragility, their unhealed wounds, their extended hand reaching to grab expectantly, the other empty, clutched tight to the chest. Barreling down through the tunnels and back up again, riding waves of life. Can't say I don't get tired, though none of it could be called wasted time. And now I'm turning up my vibe, tapping into a higher frequency, watching the sky for the next sign. Watch me as I rise. I rise. I rise. I rise.
I saw you, I adored you. Let you ride beside me, open up the car door for you. You gave me a number with the hopes that I would call you. And I know I took a couple days, I'm sorry babe, but everything I did it for us. Preaching to the choir, cause I know you know the chorus. We both had our baggage, couldn't fit inside a storage. You'd run away, I'd run away, we'd run away from love. You'd run away, I'd run away, we'd run away from trust. You'd run away, I'd run away, we'd run away from us. You'd run away, I'd run away, we'd run away from all of the above. Run away from me and you, cause you'd run away, I'd run away, we'd run away from trust. You'd run away, I'd run away, we'd run away from us. You'd run away, I'd run away, we'd run away from all of the above. Run away from me and you, cause all the times I made you cry, made you say goodbye. All the times you made the drive, didn't let you stay the night. Patiently you waited, all the fights that I created. Love is no vacation, no more room, my heart's not vacant. Drinking alcohol all day and night, under the bill night. I saw all the way you hide, and I almost gave you mine. Never wore a cape, although you thought that I would save you. Trapped you in a cage, I put a stallion in a stable. Yeah, I played you like a dreidel, didn't make you out of clay. If you knew how this would end, I know you wouldn't want to stay. You were loyal till the end, although you could have gone astray. So please don't wet your ears, we both know what you're gonna say. Cause you would sit me down, or I would call you up, and you would play your cards, and I would call your bluff. So you would raise the stakes. You say it's all or nothing, too many players on this table. Can we table this discussion, babe? Cause you run away or I run away from love. You run away or I run away from trust. You run away or I'll run away from all of the above. I knew from the moment that I saw you, I adored you. Let you right beside me, open up the car door for you. You gave me your number with the hopes that I would call you. And I know I took a couple days, I'm sorry babe, but everything I did it for us. Reaching to the fire, cause I know you know the chorus. We both had our baggage, couldn't fit inside the storage. You'd run away, I'd run away, we'd run away from love. You'd run away, I'd run away, we'd run away from trust. You'd run away, I'd run away, we'd run away from us. You'd run away, I'd run away, we'd run away from all of the above. Run away from me and you, cause you'd run away, I'd run away, we'd run away from trust. You'd run away, I'd run away, we'd run away from us. You'd run away, I'd run away, we'd run away from all of the above. Run away from me and you, cause
What's good, friend? You might be wondering why I'm in a barbershop right now. It's because they have the fastest Wi-Fi, and I thought it was a safe place to share black conspiracy theories. So I thought...
Bro, you gonna get a cut or what?
I'm being watched.
Elliot, coincidence seeing you here.
I know you don't believe in coincidences. This meeting was intentional. Planned from the start. Like Green Book winning Best Picture over Black Panther.
You're here to talk to me about Oscar bullshit?
Don't play dumb with me. I'm talking about the biggest Hollywood hack of modern history.
Rian Johnson was doing his best.
I'm not a Star Wars fan. I'm talking about a hack that goes all the way up to the top. John Boyega is being slated to play Harriet Tubman in a feature film.
That's ridiculous, Elliot.
Is it? Let's look at his first film, Attack the Block. John Boyega plays a streetwise leader named Moses, who has to lead a ragtag group of people through the underground grime of London to a safe spot, while dodging danger around every corner. You know who else was a streetwise leader named Moses, leading people through an underground? Harriet Tubman.
Okay, Elliot, that's a
second point. John Boyega gets casted in a major franchise, Star Wars, where he plays a rebel and a spy. You know who else was a rebel and a spy in real life? Harriet Tubman.
You're playing with fire, kid.
Tell me, have you seen Pacific Rim Uprising?
No.
Me neither. But what I gather from the trailer is that he's a leader of a naval brigade against an internal threat. You know who else was a leader?
Harriet Tubman. I get it. You forgot two things, Elliot. John Boyega is a man and British.
You and I both know Hollywood have no issue casting a British Harriet. Also, they've been conditioning us for this moment for 20 years.
What do you mean?
I'll show you. From 1996 to 2017, major studios have been conditioning society to accept movies about black men in drag and or in a fat suit. Big Mama's House, Norbit, The Nutty Professor, Martin, and Living Color, all the Madea movies, and Joanna Man. Society let Joanna Man happen. Julia Roberts was a red herring, and I have a feeling you've known this whole time.
You never could leave well enough alone.
This doesn't have to be the end. Harriet deserves more than one film. Steve Jobs did, and so did Abraham Lincoln after he was a vampire hunter. You just have to finish what they started.
You're a good kid, Elliot. Always quick with the source, but slow with reference.
What an amazing parody. Ray Sam, you're a genius. I couldn't think of as soon as I saw that, I couldn't think of a better way to end this. Thank you. That was great. But you know, everybody, that's it. But Krista, I gotta thank you. Thank you so much for everything you do. Thank you for what your company does. It's so important. Thank you for exposing all these artists to us and everybody who tuned in. Just thank you.
Yes, and thank you. I mean, at Free Soil, of course, our mission is to provide artists with opportunities, and We believe artists should be paid. So this is really what this is about. We're building a foundation now. We're a little over a year old, and having this platform, working with another collective all the way in New Bedford. I mean, it means a lot. Thank you so much for everything. And thank you to everybody who's donated and supported tonight.
So yeah, thank you guys. Thank you. If you've given, thank you. Thank you to the artists. For you guys joining at home, if you haven't donated yet, so everything that's donated before 12 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, so I know we got some people tuning on the West Coast later, anything that's donated before then is going to go to Free Soil Arts. All the proceeds are going right to them. And a couple people to thank: Adam Lawrence, the man behind the screen. We couldn't do this without him. He is Mr. Robot. He's our tech guru. Another person is Joanna Tomaz. An awesome story about this is a week ago, she made me the happiest man on the planet and married me. Today is our 1 week anniversary. So thank you, Joanna. You guys out there, thank you for watching. We are the collective. They are Free Soil. Good night.
Good night.